Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. You all are truly and greatly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, be sure to go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Doing so helps me and my channel get in and remain in the YouTube algorithm, and then it also helps you to never miss a video. Liking the video also helps with the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to leave your comments down below and share the video as well. All right, you guys, just a brief announcement. Just a friendly reminder that we are getting ready to have our first subscriber give back at 1,000 subscribers. We are currently at 939 subscribers and growing and counting. Once we hit 1,000, I am doing a subscriber give back where two of my subscribers will receive $50 each for a total of $100. You must have Cash App only. You must be subscribed to the channel and have that bell notification on for all, so that you qualify for the winnings. All right, you guys, let's get into the video. Da, 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 da. Beyond the Gates. All right, y'all, we about to get into today, season 1, episode 18 of Beyond the Gates. So, y'all remember when I said that Cat, the dude Cat was talking to, that Eva ended up flirting with him, and I couldn't remember his name. His name is Tomas. Tomas, you guys. All right, let's get into it. So we start off today with Andre. Where art thou, Andre? Child, Andre come in, because you know he be sneaking up at Miss Thing back door. Look at me talking Miss Thing. What's her name? Danny. He be sneaking up at Danny's back door. So he snuck up today and he didn't see Danny in her cheerful, playful mood or whatever. And he was looking. He was like, Danny, or whatever. So he came on in the house and he found her passed out on the floor, on the kitchen floor, with her vodka bottle. Child. Ain't this the second time Danny done passed out within a couple of days? She passed out over to Bill them house with that bottle of wine. And now she passed out on the floor with this bottle of vodka. Like, child, she started losing her mind. And then she's adding the drinking on top of it. That's not going to be a good combination. Then she kissed him. Because he told her that he wanted her to get some rest. He took care of her, he got up off the floor, and he, talked to her, whatever. He told her he was there for her. He got her water and everything, took care of her. Then he held her for a while. He was like, he could hold her, he could sit there with her. So they just sat there. And then she ended up, I think he told her to go ahead, and he wanted her to take a nap and go to sleep. So she ended up laying on his legs or whatever. I don't know if that was before or after. I know at one point he was getting ready to leave. Yeah, he was getting ready to leave. And after he had been taking care of her for a while, don't get me wrong, he was getting ready to leave after that. And she asked him to please stay. I think that's when she kissed him here. And then he went ahead and stayed. And I think that's when she laid on his leg. And then she ended up going to sleep or whatever. So he eventually, left after some time or whatever. And once she woke up later on that day, she was looking back at the bottle of vodka. I was like, now why he didn't pour that out or take that with him or something? We'll probably pour it out because you don't need to be driving with no open bottle. But yeah. So I was like, no, Danny, no. So some time went on or whatever, and she was, drinking her water and contemplating, but she eventually got up and she poured it down the drain. Thank God for that. Then on the other hand, we got Haley over here crying the bill again. Oh my gosh, she's so dramatic. She get on my nerve. One minute she good, she straight, she can handle it. She don't need him to handle things. Then the next minute, oh, she can't handle it. She a damsel in distress. And next thing you know, she just all over the place. She all over the place. She didn't want him to handle it. He handled it anyway. She got mad when she got Danny arrested. Then she made him drop the charges. Now she mad at the stuff that Danny is doing and saying that Bill can't control it. Well, girl, if you would have left her locked up in jail, then maybe some of this other stuff wouldn't have been happening now. You got to take some accountability as well, Miss Haley. But Haley already ready to throw in the towel. On yesterday episode, she was telling Bill that she think that they should call it quits. I'm like, girl, how you gonna call something quits that you already in? You mean y'all should get an annulment? That's what you're saying? Because you call it quits means that you stop it before it happens. Y'all already married, so I don't think you could call it quits. You can get an annulment or something. I mean, unless people calling it quits. I don't know, child. But anyway, Haley is just doing the most, okay? And then here's Bill reassuring her that he got her whatever she need. And she keeps saying how she the laughing stock of Fairmont Crest and how they wouldn't serve her breakfast the other day at the country club and how nobody respects her. She was like, she got to walk around and she can't even hold her head up high because nobody gives respect. He was like, he going to make the whole town of Fairmont Crest bow down to her. Boy, if you don't sit down, boy, then you know good God doggone well you ain't finna make the whole Fairmont Crest bow down to Haley little butt. Child, please, honey. Them people know what she did. She's a home wrecker. And they don't want it. They don't want nothing to do with her. You know, you can't make people like somebody. And you sure ain't finna make them bow down to them, unless you're trying to blackmail people. But I'm sure everybody, you can't blackmail Bill Hamilton. But anyway, so Haley wasn't feeling it. She was like, you always say you're going to do something and you don't, but he did and you made him undo it. So she got to take some accountability. So he ended up doing this. Having a little dinner for them. He wants to continue the honeymoon, even though they're back and they're, doing different things and not on the honeymoon. He want to let her know that he loves her and he don't want her to be talking about, leaving him. They're in this and he's in this to stay. So he done did this little dinner. He done had these people to come over, set up the table, brought the catering, all the food and stuff like that. And he's just telling her he's going to do whatever he got to do to make her happy. And again, making Fairmont Crest bow down to her is part of his plan, honey. And then he did this as well. Child, he got her some diamond earrings, honey. So she was happy. She liked her little earrings that he got her. He snuck away when they was somewhere and he got it. He told her he was going to get some and the line was long or something. Child, I don't know, child. That's what they said. I ain't see it. But anyway, so now she's saying she in it and she gonna be with him, but probably tomorrow she gonna be saying again she ready to call it quits and stuff. Child, you never know with these two, honey. Then we have poor baby girl Eva, child, and her wicked crazy mama Alyssa, aka Diana, aka what's the other name? When she had a poodle wig on. See, this wig right here don't be looking like no poodle wig. But the other wig, when she be trying to act like she's somebody different. I forgot what the lady name, what she go by with the poodle wig. Child. But anyway, she's sitting up here, and she don't like the fact how her daughter be smiling when she talk about the Richardsons, which are Nicole Dupree Richardson and her husband, Ted Richardson. So, she was like, she was asking her daughter, like, what type of events or things like that, or parties or bashes or something they have coming up, so she can still execute her plan. And Eva told her, well, no, they don't have anything coming up or whatever. So her mama kept talking. She was like, are you getting cold feet? Are you getting scared or whatever? She was like, I know if you are or whatever. And so she was like, what has come over you like that? And she was like, nothing. I'm just saying they don't have anything planned. So then her mom just all of a sudden said, well, isn't their anniversary coming up? And Eva was like, how do you know that? Like, how do you even know that? So Eva didn't tell her that they had anniversary coming up, but she already know because remember she had an affair with him. That's how all of this happened, right? But anyway, so she mentioned that she told her that she was like, yeah, because I remember it. I remember that I was with him one day, and then some days I couldn't. I had. She said she hadn't heard from him, and some days later, he was celebrating his 1 year anniversary. I was like, child. So Eva, that either let you know even more. You know, you listen to what your mama's telling you. So your mama telling you that she was with him, and then next thing you know, so a few days later, she didn't say a year later. She said a few days later, he was with Nicole celebrating his 1 year anniversary. 1 year. So meaning that he's been married already for a year. So if she was messing with him, she knew he was married. Okay? All right. All right. Let's use our thinking caps. Thinking caps. Or it was Blue's Clues. What's the next clue? Look at that. Oh my goodness. So anyway, she told her that they didn't have anything planned for no dinner or anything like that. So her mom is trying to convince her to talk Nicole into letting her throw them a dinner or whatever, just so she can come in and so she can sabotage it. And Eva's really not wanting to do that. She was like, no, she don't think that's a good idea. You know, she's new and she don't want to be just invading on their private life or whatnot. She was like, no, absolutely not. So her mom started calling her names again. I can't remember her exact words, but it was some she said I wanted to repeat to y'all that she said to this girl. But I think because she called her a coward. She said that she's beginning to show that she's a coward. She's like, are you a coward? I thought you had thicker skin than this. You know, just, using their reverse psychology on her and stuff. So next thing you know, Eva is at Nicole and Ted's house. Why, y'all? Why? So when they saw her, they were like, Eva, what are you doing here? Like that. And she was like, oh, I seen who did she see? She said she saw Andre on her way in, and Andre was going out. That's why she didn't knock, because he let her in. He was coming out and she was going in or whatever. And so she said that she just came to bring Cat dress back. You know, she sent this to the cleaners or whatever. She wanted to get it clean before she returned it or whatever. And Nicole was like, oh, that was so sweet of you, da 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 da. So she asked them about the party or whatever, and Nicole and them had already been discussing. Nicole and her husband was discussing that they wanted to go out of town. They wanted to go out of the country for their anniversary. They were like, they didn't want to do no parties or nothing like that. So I was like, cool. But then now here come Eva with the idea. So Nicole first said, she was like, no, I don't think so. And then Ted was like, well, no, you say a party, it'd be an extravaganza like that. She was like, well, whatever it is, I can handle it. That's what Eva's saying. She can handle it. And then Nicole said, now, if y'all get together, y'all throw a party. She said, now, Eva, don't blame it on me, because him and his party is like that. So Eva was like, no, whatever y'all need, I'm here for it. I'm going to do it, da, 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 da. So then she went back home, and then she told her crazy mama Alyssa that she got them to agree to go ahead and do the party. So she got them to agree to do the anniversary dinner. I mean, not dinner, but party or whatever. So her mama was like, good, like that. And Eva don't look like she was too happy about that. So let's back up a bit. Let's talk about Andre visit. Because remind you, how I just told y'all about Eva, she said that Andre was leaving out, so Andre let her in, right? So Andre was there just a bit before Eva, and he was chilling with them. He spoke or whatever. Ted ended up leaving, and Andre told Nicole that he needed to talk to her, right? So he talked to her about one thing. I can't remember what they was talking about. I think it was something about his photos or his business or whatever. Then he told her, he said, this next thing I'm gonna tell you, you have to promise me, you have to reassure that you cannot let it be known that this came from me. And she was like, sure, what is it? He was like, I need you to check on and be there for your sister. And she was like, what? She was like, we're always there. She was like, I was just with her this morning at breakfast and she seemed happy. And he said, yeah, that's the thing that scares me. When people seem like they're the happiest, that's when they're at their lowest. And he's like, and if I didn't know, and I wouldn't know, if I didn't know what was up right now, I wouldn't be telling you this. He was like, so I'm telling you, check on your sister. Be there for your sister. I was like, yes, Andre. So even though they little sneaky links or whatever, he not letting the fact that he don't want to get caught being a sneaky link, because I don't know, maybe he do want to be out there as a sneaky link, but he not hiding it. He want good for Danny, and he went and he told her sister, your sister need help. You need to check on your sister. So I really, 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 really love that about Andre. All right, so speaking of Andre, let's talk about Ashley and her dude here, honey child. Did they kiss too? Oh, we don't want to go back to him. So this Ashley and her dude Derek. Now, mind y'all, Derek just got out the hospital, right? So she was at work. Derek at the house, and he done cooked her dinner. He told her to come on home, baby. I done made you some dinner, and we about to enjoy and have a good night. And she was like, what is you doing? She was like, you just got released. You shouldn't be doing that. You're overworked or whatever. So anyway, she got there, and then he was trying to like stretch out his shoulder, and she said he was tense. So she gave him a massage, and then he made his specialty lasagna. So over the phone before she got there, she was like, I never knew you cooked the lasagna or whatever. So she headed on to the house, and she was talking about how it smelled good while she was massaging him, but she was upset with him because she felt like he got himself tensed up after he know he should be resting. So next thing you know, his phone goes off while they chilling, while she's sitting in his lap, and they had just shared a kiss. Baby, why his phone go off? And he was like, he gotta go. And she was like, what? And he was like, work. And he was like, the work don't stop. She was like, but you just got out the hospital. He was like, I know this is all hands on deck, a 5-alarm fire or something like that. And she was like, what? Baby, that terrified her, how he just rushed out of there when you just had a near-death experience and you just was released from the hospital. You shouldn't be going back to work that dang on soon. Like, I mean, just like realistically, he shouldn't. But he rushed out anyway. So then first she started feeling sad or whatever. And then she went and she pulled out her picture with her and Andre on there where they delivered that baby. Then she started reminiscing about when Andre tried to kiss her, y'all. Ooh. And she wasn't mad no more, hunty. So this her mama, this Ashley mama, her mama ended up coming over, and her mama was talking, and Ashley still had the picture out because it was sitting on the thing. Now, mind y'all, Ashley mom is crazy Alyssa's friend. So you know Alyssa is friends with Ashley mom, and she's friends with Nicole's lead assistant, who has been gone for a few episodes. I think they said she's sick or something like that. But that's crazy too, because if she would have been there throughout a lot of this, she could have nipped it in the bud, because Alyssa is her friend, so she would definitely know what Alyssa looks like, and she know that Eva is Alyssa's daughter. Sure. She definitely knows that Eva is Alyssa's daughter, but I don't think she's seen, well, she hasn't been there. She wasn't there for when Alyssa acted like she was gonna jump off the roof, and she wasn't there when Alyssa showed up at the party. So yeah, she would have told Nicole she know her. But anyway, so Ashley mom, she seen the picture of her and Andre on the thing. She picked it up and she was like, oh, who is this? Like that. And then Ashley told him about it. And she was like, he looks nice or whatever. So Ashley was like, you want to take the picture with you? And she was like, no, why? Like that. So she ended up telling her mom about how Andre tried to kiss her, and then she ended up telling her no. And then she was like, oh, well, how did you feel about that? And she was like, I don't know, but her mom said she did right by stopping him, right? So later on, they, talk about some more stuff. Then her mom was over there doing something. I think she was cleaning out a dish or something like that. And she was talking to Ashley, but Ashley was just like in a whole nother world. So I remember I told y'all she was daydreaming about Andre earlier. So when her mom looked over there, she was just staring at the picture. So her mom already knew, because her mom could tell by the questions and answers they was having before about Andre. So, baby, her mama feel like go with your heart, but, she was like, she said a little bit, but she didn't say a lot, So, and then the way that old dude just rushed back out there in harm's way, that made her feel some type of way. So she started thinking about Andre, like at first she was mad at him. She didn't start thinking about Andre immediately. She was mad and she was scared for him. Then she started thinking about Andre. All right, so what's up next on the docket? I think that's it on the docket, y'all. That's it. Last thing that happened on this episode was when Eva told her mom she got them to agree to do the party, and now Crazy saying yes. Now that's when she gonna make everything happen and blow up in his face. And then with these two, with him giving her those earrings, and now she ain't saying that she want to divorce him no more, child. She, like I said, one minute she want a divorce, the next minute she's down with him. She's his rock. She remind me of Shayla on the Country Wayne skits, child. Child, they don't know if they coming or going, honey. All right, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Beyond the Gates. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video, leave your comments down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye-bye. We're out. Happy hump day.